story? How about 17-year-olds making Olympic teams? Kennedy Blades just advanced to the best of 3 finals in another women's weight class. Here at women's freestyle 76 kg, 17-year-old Kylie Welker could move closer to taking on veteran Victoria Francis, the 26-year-old from Litchfield, Illinois, 2-time world team member for the United States. Welker from Waterford, Wisconsin, again, beat Diamond Gilliford, 2020 under-23 national champion for the United States in the last round. She's had some impressive victories today. Can the high school junior from Burlington High keep moving on, John?
Yeah, I'll tell you, right, the way she's wrestling right now, it's going to be hard to beat her. Nice shot. Welker in deep. Come up around, and you come off those legs, up and around into a seat belt, dropping lower.
Well, one of those wrestlers that Corey Robinson touched on at the top of the telecast, again, some junior level wrestlers making noise at this senior level. Can they see it through? And Welker there, more impressive stuff.
Nice single leg snatch and just followed it through straight to her back from her feet. 4-point exposure.
Well, coming in here, representing the Titan Mercury Wrestling Club, and impressive. The reward, if you get this, is just face the wrestler with more world championships than any other in American history, and that's Adeline Gray, who was waiting in the best of 3 challenge series already. 5-time world champion is Gray. This teenager got some gumption in her game right now and looking for more with the trip.
Doing a nice job just tying them up, staying aggressive, looking to score again. Francis with an underhook. She needs to pull it down, pull it down. Look to shoot off of that as you're pulling it. Nice job. Needs to come around. Think about the 2-point takedown. Don't worry about the pin right now. Get your point. Bring it up. Limp arm. Keep pulling the arm out. Keep pulling it out. Don't stalemate that. A little quick on that whistle. They should have let that kind of play out a little bit longer.
Under a minute left to go, opening period. Victoria Francis looking to get another shot against Adeline Gray. She was the runner-up to Gray at the 2016 Rio Olympic Trials. Owns a junior world bronze medal. And again, 2-time world team member for the United States, including 5th place showing in 2019. Down a weight class at 72 kilos. Here at 76, 167.5 pounds. Trying to set another showdown for the 2nd straight Olympic trials against Adeline Gray. Right now, she's got teenager trouble in the form of Kylie Welker.
Francis is doing a good job with her underhook. She's getting in her underhook, but she's not pulling them down. She needs to pull them down and create the angle. Put a little bit more pressure on her. Nice shot there. Again, in this limp arm position, she was here earlier. They blew the whistle on it. Needs to finish that. Francis had 2 opportunities to tie this match.
Four nothing for Welker, pitching the shutout at this point. And waiting in the wings is Adeline Gray, that 5th world title coming in Nur-Sultan in Kazakhstan in 2019. Back-to-back worlds. Again, won the Pan Am qualifier to qualify the United States at her weight. And John, the only hole in her resume is an Olympic medal. And with her pedigree, you think Olympic gold. 7th in 2016 in Rio. You know Adeline Gray wants another shot now at age 30 to get to Tokyo and get to the top step of that podium.
And I think she'll approach it if she makes this team and moves on as our representative, the U.S. representative. I think she'll approach this Olympics quite different than she did in Rio, which she probably needed to because of the success she did have prior to that. Francis needs to keep that pace up right now. She needs to stay on that underhook, keep trying to pull Welker underneath her. She gets in those nice half shot there. She needs to change levels, hit her knee. She's back in that underhook, pull it down. Moving to that side. Snatch a single leg right here. Take your push up. Put your first point on the board. Again, she got her close over to the edge and didn't take advantage of the push out. It was a nice job. Took that underhook. Now she's going back to the lace.
Now the comeback is on for Victoria Francis. Knifes the lead in half to 4-2. Plenty of time to work with here. 2 minutes left to go.
Seeing Welker just a little bit emotional right now. Her age is, her age right now, she needs to kind of grow up right now. She's got to punch back. This is a tough, tight match. 2 minutes, a lot of time on the clock.
And a solid, experienced performer on the other side who knows what's at stake as well. Two-time world team member in Victoria Francis. Remember, Welker, if it gets to criteria, has that big 4-point move. So Francis just can't tie it at this point. She's got to go in front.
And she's doing what she needs to be doing. She's going back to that underhook. Keep going back to your underhook. Pass it by. Now, this is where she needs to limp that on through. She's been in there quite a bit. Welker's getting a little bit tired right now. That wear and tear with that underhook going to her head. It's going to be interesting who gets this point.
Point put on the board for Francis, so the lead evaporating a little more, down to just a point here for Welker. But essentially, she still has a point cushion here, because if it's just a single point for Francis, criteria goes to Welker via that 4-point move early.
A lot of times she's getting to her underhook too easy. Welker needs to clear those underhooks right now. Clear your underhooks. Pulling her back down. Create the angle, pass through. Nice. Back to your underhook. Wrestle. She needs to wrestle her back. Welker needs to. Kind of locked up there. Holding position. Trying to hang on to this lead right now. Can be a little bit dangerous. Back to the underhook. Passing it through. There she limp leg. Or limp arm. Pulling the single up. She needs to switch to one leg. Switch to one leg. Nice defense. Keep your hips down. Drop your feet back.
Welker desperate at this point to hang on. All the work here coming through this challenge tournament to get to the challenge final. 14 seconds left. The lead is one, but essentially that's a buffer right now. Francis has got to have 2 here and the takedown to take the win.
Nice shot. Nice counter.
There it is, 2 for Welker to seal the deal. And the 17-year-old pushing on through to the best-of-3 final. Her latest surprise story here, Kylie Welker, the 14 seed here at 76 kilograms. Do you know how many seeds there were at this weight class, John? 14. She was rated dead last in the preview to set the field. Guess what? She's one of the last 2 looking for a spot in Tokyo, but she'll have to be one of the best ever, Adelaide Gray, in American history.